Hi, I'm Joel Lyles, saxophonist, and I'll be interviewing Marilyn Ashford Brown shortly. Marilyn's going to tell us about her upcoming event in the UK at the Southport Weekender. Marilyn is just so excited. I don't know if I'm going to be able to settle her down and be able to do this interview. Marilyn, where are you? Settle down, we're going to do an interview. We'll be right back.
Hey, Joel.
Hey, Marilyn. It's so good to see you.
I can't believe we finally got a chance to do this.
You are looking well.
Thank you.
Sounding good.
Oh, wow.
And life is getting better and better.
It is. It is.
Marilyn, tell us about your upcoming event in the UK.
Oh, boy. I have to say this first. The UK is just a place that I really love. The people are just wonderful. I have an opportunity to go there this year. Actually, I'm leaving on the 4th of May, and we're going over to do the Southport Weekender. Dexter Ronzell and Al Johnson will be coming along with me, and it's just, I understand there could be anywhere from 6,000 to 7,000 people there, and it's the biggest event, soul event that they put on there in the UK, so I feel extra special to be a part of it this year. Last year, I did the Baltic Soul Weekender, that was in Germany, but we also did Spain, Costa Brava, Spain, and a lot of the people from the UK come there. So a lot of the people that were in Spain with me in September will also be at the Southport Weekender, and it's a round-the-clock weekend party event. This is going to be the first one for me at the Southport, so I'm really excited about it.
What was your favorite part or adventure when you were in Germany?
Realizing that the people really didn't understand the language, but they could identify with the music, and they knew the music, and they're just so warm. It's a very warm culture, and it was a great experience, and it's like it was very family oriented. And the thing I like about these soul events there in Europe is that you can bring your kids. Like the one in Germany, it's just more like a family affair. So everybody's partying, and it's round the clock. Like I was saying, it's just round the clock, nonstop music and entertainment, and it was just a great experience.
Marilyn, I don't know where you get all the energy from. Every show that I've seen, you put out 110%. And you're just so energized. How do you do that? And now you're international. How do you do it?
I think it's because of my passion and because I love what I do. I just love music. I've always loved this since I was a very young child. It's just been a part of me, and it's amazing because I hear music in my head all the time, and I can't explain it. I tell people that it's just there, and I just eat, breathe, and think it all the time. But I get a lot of energy, and it's like I'm really a very shy person, except when I'm on stage. I may be a little shy in the beginning, but once I get into it, it's like I just come alive. I get a burst of energy whenever I'm on stage.
Marilyn, I know energy has played into you on stage and off stage, but how have you been able to maintain such a great stage presence?
Oh, God.
I've seen very few acts that have what you have with that stage presence.
Oh, wow, that's a nice compliment. I don't know, it's just, growing up, I wanted to be Diana Ross. Diana Ross inspired a lot of the stage presence, I think, because I've never seen anyone exude the kind of confidence that she exudes when she's on stage. And whenever I think of confidence on stage, I'm also reminded of Diana Ross and the Supremes, but Diana Ross just has this confidence about her that I think I kind of have not emulated, but I've focused on it so much till it's almost become a part of me, and it's given me a lot of confidence because I say if someone that beautiful and she's just a legend can still have the kind of confidence that she has, I'm sure I could get some of it.
Well, you've taken my second question, I think, already, and run away with it, but I'm going to ask you this anyway. What do you think about when you're on stage? Is it just Diana Ross?
No! No, it's not Diana Ross. I think about, I want my audience to have a great time. I'm thinking about what they're feeling when I'm singing, and I want them to feel me and to feel my passion. Um, and I'm also always thinking about not forgetting the lyrics. Because I do so many songs, and it's really hard to remember lyrics, and it's amazing because you can actually forget the lyrics to your own songs. I've done it with some of my own original material, let alone other people's music, but that's what I'm focusing on, trying to make sure I know the lyrics. Just, interacting with my audience, what I'm going to say, or whatever. And most of the time it comes natural.
When did you first realize that you were given the gift of song in your voice?
I think I was very young. I knew at a very young age that I would do music. Because, I had sisters and brothers, but I grew up as an only child. And my mother bought me a show and tell, and I used that show and tell in the basement of our home on Capitol Hill. And I stayed on top of the table, and that's how I entertained myself, because I didn't have anyone to play with, and I was just so happy and content. And it was like I was in my own little world, and I would listen to Dancing in the Street by Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. And I love that song, and when I got in elementary school, when I started elementary school, I got in the Glee Club, and all of my life has been music, Joel. I've always been in a singing group. I started my first singing group in 4th grade, and it's been a great journey, put it that way. But I hope I've answered your question.
Oh, absolutely. And since you went back to history a little bit into the 4th grade, I'm going to go a little beyond that and just ask you to give us a little information, share this with us. You were part of the group SASS.
SAS, Triple S.
Willie Lester and
Rodney Brown discovered us.
And what does the SASS stand for?
Well, it's SAS, and it's sophisticated ladies, and that's what we were. And the reason we added the third S was because there was already a group out called SAS, so we had to add an extra S so that you could distinguish which group. We just had a sound that was really original, and everyone loved the sound that we had. We got together while I was attending DC, and we got to do a lot of background. We were known for the group, the go-to group, whenever producers needed background vocals. And Willie Lester and Rodney Brown, who, God bless their souls, are no longer here, gave us our first break, and we recorded with some of their groups. They had Bobby Thurston on their roster, a girl named Gail Adams, who's still alive, and Sharon Red, who is now deceased. And actually, the song that was really big that we recorded on was called Can You Handle It? Can You Handle It was actually recorded by SAS, for SAS as our first release. But then things kind of fell apart with our relationship with Willie and Rodney, and we parted ways, and they replaced Cleo, who was the lead vocal, one of the lead vocals with SAS. They replaced the lead vocal with her voice, with Sharon Red's voice. And the song went on to be really big in the UK, which, by the way, I will be singing over there. I'm going to be singing that song in the UK. I re-recorded Can You Handle It? And the Europeans love it, especially the people in the UK. So that's one of the songs that's going to be on the show, and it's actually on my Mix 2010